प्रणाम महाराज।
Namaste. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Namaste.
प्रणाम स्वामी जी।
Namaste.
Namaste, Swami.
Good to see you, Maharaj. Hope you're well.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, we'll start with our prayers. Then, Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Aviravirmayedhi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavibheditam kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grinanti Ye Bhurida Jana. May we be protected, may we be nourished, may we strive with energy and vigor. May our study be enlightening and not give rise to hostility. Om, peace, peace, peace. Lead us to truth and not to untruth. Lead us to enlightenment, not ignorance. Lead us to immortality and not death. Let the self-manifest Atman grow in me. Om, peace, peace, peace. Your nectar-like words and warm and inspiring life stories, eulogized by learned sages, are indeed eradicator of shoots of ignorance. These are auspicious to hear and propitious to inculcate in one's own life. Those who take these words to the world are indeed great benefactor of the world. So mother, whenever we say mother, we have one picture full of compassion. Our individual mother also always would like to help us, nourish us, and mother is the representative of this whole creation. But here, this mother has no expectation. Even our worldly mother has got some expectation that when she would grow old, my children will look after me. And that dealing also is worldly. And secondly, whatever progress that she wants for her children pertaining to this world. But here there is a mother whose total endeavor is to uplift us spiritually, not physically. Yes, physical also, whatever is required. Mother nourishes in all spheres, physical, intellectual, mental, spiritual, in all fields. So this is special manifestation. And mother does not expect anything. And mother knows that my children have got inherent deformities or incompetence. Mother does not mind that. Mother said, if my children wallows in dirt and dust, it is my duty to clean them. So here we find a mother full of compassion, full of helpfulness, and also forgiving, ever forgiving. And that's why we can open up our minds. Whatever we require, we can request, Mother, help me by this. We cannot ask Sri Ramakrishna. He is very hard taskmaster. Rather, Swamiji would scold that you are asking small things. It is like asking pumpkin from a king. But mother gives everything without any precondition. Without precondition. So this is very important. So anyway, we through various experiences, mother has always enriched us. So we'll go ahead with our studies and then Paul.
Yes, Swami.
Okay, so go ahead.
So we're on page 155.
Yes.
After visiting Varanasi, some of Holy Mother's companions suggested that the party go to Prayag and bathe in the confluence of the Ganges and the Yamuna. Holy Mother wanted to visit Ayodhya next, so instead they all took the train to the birthplace of Ramachandra. They stayed there for one day and visited the important temples and the Saraju River. After bathing in the Saraju River, the mother cooked food and fed her companions. Yogan commented, "What great fortune! Today, Mother Sita has fed us in this holy place of Ayodhya."
Yeah, as you know, Ayodhya is in the news recently because there was a temple and that temple was demolished by invaders. And on that spot, there was a mosque. In 90s, that mosque was demolished by the mob. And then now a beautiful temple was consecrated on 22nd of January. So this awareness is worldwide. And for this day, the worshippers of Rama had to wait for about 500 years. 500 years. So this is in Upper India. It is called Uttar Pradesh. And about 630 kilometers east of Delhi. And it is about 100 miles away from Himalayas, maybe 200 miles. So, Ayodhya. And as we know, Mother once told when she was visiting Rameshwaram, and there is a beautiful temple there in Rameshwaram. First, Sita and Rama installed a Shivalingam. collecting the sand because the auspicious occasion was there, and Hanuman went to bring a Shivlingam, but he was delaying due to some reason. So mother collected the sand, and Mother Sita arranged the sand and made a Shivlingam. So till today that is there. How do they save? They have a covering of, say, gold or silver. But when mother visited, because mother was guru of Swami Vivekananda, and the king at that time was disciple of Swami Vivekananda. So it was special privilege given to mother, Holy Mother, that they opened that, and mother remarked, "Oh, it is what I left, just it is existing like that." So her companion heard this, so they later told that Holy Mother is none other than Sita. So when she arrived in Ayodhya, took a bath in the river Sarayu, and after that she fed the devotees and companions. That's why they said that as if Sita fed them. Sita has fed us in this holy place of Ayodhya. So that is the place. It's a beautiful place, not very crowded, and now a great development is going on there. Yes.
The next day, the party left for Vrindavan. In the train on the way, Holy Mother had a vision of Ramakrishna. She was then wearing the master's gold amulet on one of her arms. In the train, she lay down with her arm on the windowsill, leaving the amulet invisible. The master suddenly appeared and said to her through the window, "Hello, why are you wearing the amulet that way? A thief could easily snatch it." Immediately, she got up, removed the amulet from her arm, and put it in a small tin trunk where she kept the master's photo. She realized that the master was always with her, protecting her. She never wore that amulet again. Instead, she worshipped it every day, and later she gave it to Belur Mutt for the master's shrine.
Yeah, that special diamond cut amulet. Yeah, that's very normal. So sometimes people come and take away. Even now we have a beautiful Sangraha Mandir, that means museum, for all the holy items. From there also, one ornament was stolen, say maybe 2-3 years back. So anyway, this happens. Whatever comes in time will go in time. Yes, go ahead.
The train stopped at Mathura. From there, the pilgrims went to Kalababu's Kunja, or grove in Vrindavan. This estate belonged to Balaram's family. There was a gorgeous mansion with a Krishna shrine in the grove, which was situated on the banks of the Yamuna River.
Yeah. So Uttar Pradesh has got so many holy places. First Vrindavan. First is Varanasi. From Calcutta, if you come, so first about 700 miles away from Calcutta, there is Varanasi. Now it's a beautiful temple and is also renovated on the bank of Ganga. And from there, about 130 miles or so to Ayodhya. And then Mathura. Mathura is also about, say, 200 miles or so. So many holy places. And then Haridwar, Rishikesh. So these are the gateway to Himalayas. Char Dham. There are 4 dhams, special places. To go there, like Gangotri, Yamunotri, Kedarnath, Badrinath. So that is the way people go. That's why it is gateway. Anyway, lots of holy places in Uttar Pradesh. Yes.
Vrindavan is a holy place, the playground of Krishna's childhood. There, Holy Mother met Yogin Ma, who had left Calcutta shortly before the master's passing away. On seeing her, Holy Mother's grief welled up and she embraced her, saying, "O Yogin!" Both wept profusely. At that time, Holy Mother wept often. One night the master appeared before her and said, "Why are you crying so much? Where have I gone? It is just a change from one room to another. Isn't that so?" Over time, repeated visions of the master assuaged Holy Mother's intense grief.
Even today, Sri Ramakrishna appears, even Holy Mother appears to the devotees. So, only thing we need to pray with longing heart, then they give us darshan. And it is not only about Sri Ramakrishna or Holy Mother. This happens to other incarnations also. But Sri Ramakrishna was most recent. That is why, Sri Aurobindo. Sri Aurobindo was in jail. And Sri Ramakrishna appeared before him. And he said, Aurobindo was a revolutionary. Mandir karo. That means construct temple. And 3 days he appeared before him. And then Aurobindo could understand that we are to construct a temple here. Outside temple can be demolished, but one has to make a temple of oneself. God is already within us, no doubt about it, but that God is to be manifested. That is the message. So anyway, so this is not only mother's vision, it happened to many people. Yes.
Ramakrishna had visited Vrindavan in 1868 and experienced visions relating to various episodes of Krishna's life. At Vrindavan, Holy Mother was often in the mood of Radha and experienced spiritual ecstasy. Just as the gopis, the cowherd girls of Vrindavan, had searched for Krishna in the groves of Vrindavan, Holy Mother wandered alone to the bank of the Yamuna as if searching for her beloved Lord. Her companions would find her and bring her back to their residence. Later, she said to a devotee, "I am Radha." Orthodox Vaishnavas circumambulate Vrindavan in bare feet and visit the spots connected with Krishna's life. Holy Mother and her party followed this tradition. It took them 15 days. Holy Mother closely observed the banks of the Yamuna, the groves, trees, temples, mendicants, and the scenic views of Vraja. From time to time, she stopped and could not go on. Yogin Ma guessed that Holy Mother was having divine visions. When she asked Holy Mother why she had stopped, Holy Mother kept quiet and only said, "Let us go."
Yes.
Swami?
It is like trekking here. So people trek, say about 30 miles or maybe 40 miles, 50 miles, various circumambulating routes are there. But it is not trekking like this place. Trekking here is like going to forest. But there it is holy places, all related to Krishna or gopis. So various episodes happened in Vraja. Vraja is the name of the place. Vrindavan and Braja. So in between there is Yamuna river, Mathura, Vrindavan, all these are the places where Sri Krishna played with cowherds and his childhood days. That is why it is very holy place. And for many centuries, it was covered by forest. And only Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there and detected back those places. So after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in ISKCON, then those places are now popular after him. Yes.
Swami,
Yes.
when it speaks of people having, when you spoke of people have a vision, or Holy Mother had a vision, and we read in the Gospel all the time that that Sri Ramakrishna talks about yearn for the vision. What does that mean to have the vision of God in this? What does that mean?
Very good. Very, very nice question. Like we have one kind of experience like I see you. Even you are away from me, but you can see my images. And it's every moment it is being transmitted from here. So this is indirect. And if these are sitting in front of me, and I am seeing them through my eyes, this is also indirect. But when we see any divinities, that is not indirect. It is direct perception. Means what? It is like you see yourself. You realize that you are there. How you see? Is there one agency who certifies that you are seeing you? No. It is the realization of yourself. It is direct knowledge. So, when we see through our senses, like I'm seeing, say Elizabeth or Barbara, I'm seeing through my eyes. And if I have defect in my eyes, I cannot see properly. But that never happens with the vision of divinities, because that is direct perception. It is not like indirect through some senses. No, it is realization. Even that happens in a dream, that also is direct. That is why all your dream may be false or illusory or temporary, whatever you say. But if you find, or if you have a vision of any divinities in your dream, that also is direct. So that's very important. It is nice that you asked this question. Generally, we think, like divinities will come and interact with us. How are you? How are you? What are you doing? It's not like that. Vision means here realization. You see, realization, what kind of realization? If I tell you don't exist, Elizabeth, you don't exist, you'll say, Swami, you are joking. Even God comes and tells you that you don't exist, you'll say, better you mind your business. I know I exist. So this is called direct perception. Aparoksha anubhuti. It's not paroksha. Paroksha means indirect, through senses. So this happens when your mind is tuned to that. That's why mind should be purified to have that vision. And Holy Mother said to our Swami Shantanandaji, I mean, when you want to get my instruction, even my vision, you have to do some penance. Have minimum food. Do much japam and pray earnestly. And suppose, and you don't tell anybody. If you tell someone, then your intensity will be pinpricked. Not to tell anyone. And intensely pray. Pray to Mother. Mother, I seek your guidance. And if you don't get it in 3-4 days, wait till you get. But time will come, you'll have my instructions. So it is not a dream. You know, we are self-evident. We are self-evident. But we don't believe ourselves. I'm repeating, we are self-evident. I exist. I don't need anything else to tell me that. But we have always this doubt. Maybe I'm not this. Maybe I'm weak. So much of this. So this is to be removed. And that removal will come when your mind is pure. How to get mind pure? By prayer. By constant thinking about the ideal. And not to deviate from that. Then that vision comes. Vision comes means it is already there. Then you'll feel palpably. It is not that somebody is like putting some magic wand. No, not like that. It is natural that comes from within. And you'll understand that everything is vibrating in that. It's not that that vision is other than you. Okay, so that is vision. You know, otherwise, you know, when Sri Ramakrishna said to Narendranath doubted that this Divine Mother does not exist. Then Sri Ramakrishna said, but she talks to me. Oh, that happens. It is hallucination. Because whatever you think, you know, like sometimes whatever I'm thinking, somebody tells the same words. That happens because of, you know, similar thinking. But it is not like that. You know, this is direct knowledge. It is not indirect. Direct perception, direct realization. So later, when Swami Vivekananda wanted to ask something from Sri Ramakrishna and Sri Ramakrishna sent him to the temple, that time he realized. And after that, he never doubted. So this is a different kind of realization. It's not that God will come and go away. No. Our mind should be tuned to that. Then we can have that realization. Yes. Go ahead.
Yep. Swami Yogananda left a vivid account. Whoops. Oh, sorry. The iPads. There we go.
Yeah, that's okay.
Froze up. Swami Yogananda left a vivid account of Holy Mother's stay in Vrindavan. We saw how Holy Mother, even in the midst of her intense grief at the passing away of the Master, fully realized his divine grace and presence at all times. We thought of ourselves as helpless orphans, but Holy Mother's love became our anchor.
Yeah, one thing, another thing comes to my mind. You know, one monk came to Dakshineshwar and he had a small idol of Ramlala. Ramlala, baby Rama. You know, that in Ayodhya, that's also Ramlala. So 5.5 years old. So apparently it is a small idol. But Sri Ramakrishna is interacting with that Ramlala, bathing him, feeding him, caring for him, and sometimes scolding, sometimes beating, like mother. So other people won't understand. it is his direct interaction with. So God also objectifies, but this is not ordinary, ordinary like this. It is in bhavachakshu. Bhavachakshu means the eyes, the different kind of eyes will develop. Then you see that vision. Sri Ramakrishna said that she even talks to me. Not only that, mother's statue is there. So, so Sri Ramakrishna took some cottons and put near the nostril. It goes up and down, up and down. So Sri Ramakrishna told that to Narendra. But that also, it is not ordinary. When mind is subtle, then only we can see. See, example. Orthopedic surgeon, and you enter into the doctor's office of orthopedic surgeon. And by your walk, you'll understand what is the problem. So this is a special kind of eyes are developed. It's called Jnana Chakshu. So this is possible for a doctor because of his training in that sphere. Whereas a spiritual person develops a subtle eye. It's not professional. It is Jnana Chakshu, eyes of wisdom. Through that experience comes. Yeah.
At Vrindavan, Holy Mother had many spiritual experiences. One day, her women companions found her absorbed in deep samadhi. They uttered the name of the Lord in her ears and tried to bring her mind down. I repeated the name of Sri Ramakrishna with all my strength. At that, the mother seemed to return to the ordinary sense plane. During such periods of ecstasy, her manner of speech, her voice, her way of taking food, her way of walking, and her general behavior were exactly like those of the Master. We have heard that in deep meditation, the worshipper and the worshipped become one. The scriptures mention a spiritual state known as tadatmaya bhava, being at one with God. We have read in the Bhagavata how the gopis, unable to bear separation from Krishna, became so deeply absorbed in the thought of him that for the moment they forgot their own individualities and behaved as though they were Krishna. In the same manner, Holy Mother, too, forgot her own separate existence and acted just like the Master, feeling her oneness with him. When I asked her some complex questions about spiritual matters shortly after her states of samadhi, she replied from a God-intoxicated mood, very much like Sri Ramakrishna. That is, in the same manner characteristic of the Master, even using his same easy style of expression with metaphors and parables.
Yeah, Sri Ramakrishna said that Je jar chinta kare, she tar satta paye. He who thinks about a say person, so he acquires the nature of that person. That is why we need to meditate on the qualities, on the divine qualities and divine sports of an incarnation. This is a process of crystallization. What is crystallization? Say you take a jar and water and take some sugar, boil it. So a point comes which is point of saturation. And then you put a crystal. And then as the water evaporates, crystal becomes bigger and bigger. So this is the process of crystallization. Similarly, a thought is taken and that thought is constantly to be cultivated and even And then one becomes like that. So this happened with Holy Mother there that time. Yes.
We were all surprised to see the spirit of Sri Ramakrishna united with hers. It was unique. We then realized that the Master and the Mother were one in essence, though appearing in separate forms. Is it not said in the scriptures, Lord, thou art man, thou art woman? The Master told me many times that there was no difference between him and the Mother. On one occasion at Kalababu's grove, Holy Mother passed nearly 2 days in a superconscious state.
Okay, one thing that it happened with Swami Virajanandji. So Virajanandji had this repentance that though he was born that time, he was adult enough to visit Dakshineshwar and he lived in Calcutta, but he did not see Sri Ramakrishna. So he had that repentance that I could not see him. So one day he narrated to Mother that how unfortunate am I. See, I was born and I was in Kolkata, but still I did not see Sri Ramakrishna. So this he said once, twice, thrice. So first 2 times Mother did not react. And third time, she opens her veil that you are seeing him. So this was sudden, so he could not comprehend totally. And after reaching the destination, then he posted a small postcard that, have you indicated that I have seen Sri Ramakrishna in you? And Mother replied, yes, that is the case. This was narrated by Swami Sridharanandji. So anyway, what is the thing that we don't separate Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother? For that matter, even Swami Vivekananda. Actually, if you see from the ultimate standpoint, there is no separation. Vedanta says, Neha nanasti kinchana. Here there are not many. So that is ultimate. But even from the standpoint of divine sports, Leela, this is also true. So not only Sri Ramakrishna, special manifestation of divinity. And then he takes 2 more vehicles. Through Holy Mother, through Swami Vivekananda. Not only that, his direct disciples, all are this Prabha. Prabha means like hello. If you see a light one is concentrated one, but outside of that, little halo is there. So all the incarnation and his companions are like his halos. That is why to understand what is an incarnation, we need to study their lives. It is like this. That who is beyond words, that who is beyond comprehension, he takes a human form. How to understand that? If I told you, if I take a blank paper and say, this is your picture, then you'll say, Swami, you are joking with me. Then if I make some dots and that resembles you, then you say, yes, now I understand. So all these interactions are like dots. Interactions are like dot. He is Amurtya. Amurtya means without any form, without name. But he takes that form. How? How we know? So this interaction, you see, like even you are seeing my images and you are seeing me. This is also a kind of waves that is going on. like some dots. See here, thousands of dots that is flickering. And then those, some are black, some are different colors. And then you recognize, oh, this is you. Similarly, interaction with the companions, that shows the divinity. That's why, meditating on divine sports is very important. Otherwise, we cannot understand the subtleties of spiritual truth. We cannot understand. See, like this, how mother is interacting, mother is going to various places. When we meditate this, then only we understand a little of that truth, what we are seeking. So that's why very important. So, number one, not to separate Holy Mother from Sri Ramakrishna, or for that matter, Swami Vivekananda. One entity, three form, for various purposes. Sri Ramakrishna could not come here. First, he did not know the language. So he needed a vehicle who knew this language and interact, and he knows the nuances of this country. So he took the form of Swami Vivekananda. And the compassion of Sri Ramakrishna is expressed through Holy Mother. The ocean of compassion. So how we know? Jaima, we say Jaima. We learned from Sri Ramakrishna. So seeing mother everywhere. And what is that motherhood? What is that without anything in return? Selfless love. That we see in Holy Mother. Otherwise, we cannot understand this. Mother told once that, Sri Ramakrishna had the attitude of mother to the whole world. To develop that idea, he left me behind. So that motherhood of God is developed. And that's why we are so fortunate, You cannot measure our fortune. It is very rare to have this. Mother is so close. Just imagine. The hands that touched Holy Mother's feet touched my head. Just imagine. So, Mother is so close. And Mother means the compassion of Sri Ramakrishna manifested in Holy Mother. So this we understand when we cultivate the life story of holy personages like Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, and Swami Vivekananda. And for that matter, all the direct disciples. So this is yes, go ahead. And Kalababu's Kunja, Vrindavan, that came later, portion of that is now our ashram, Kalababu's group. Yes. Paul?
Yeah, oops, it accidentally muted when I thought it was not muted. A great transformation came over Holy Mother after that experience. Henceforward, she was seen to remain always immersed in bliss. All her sorrow, grief, and feeling of separation from the Master vanished, and a serene, blissful mood took their place. She sometimes behaved like a simple, innocent girl. Sometimes she expressed an eagerness to visit the various temples of Vrindavan for darshan, to see the deity, or to visit holy spots on the banks of the Yamuna associated with the divine sport of Krishna and the gopis. She was then in such a blissful state of mind that at times her yearning for Krishna's presence and her utterance of his name with intense love reminded us of Radha. I have heard from her women companions that the mother at times spoke frankly of herself as Radha, She passed her time in constant meditation and japam and often went into ecstasy, remaining forgetful of herself for hours together.
You see, when we hear all these stories, our heart wells up. Presence of mother is felt. So what I'm saying, through bhakti, devotion, we can feel her presence in our hearts. And through cultivation of knowledge, we also can feel, but it may not give this joy. We can have the understanding. Only through bhakti we have this feeling of their presence. Now, but here it is like it is separate. In knowledge, it is felt, it is not separate. So we need to cultivate both knowledge and also devotion. So that, because we have heart, we have also brain, head. So both are to be cultivated. Yes.
In contrast to her many years of confinement in Dakshineshwar, Shayampur, and Kasipur, Holy Mother moved freely around the temple city like a happy girl. She took long walks with Lakshmi, Yogin, or Latu on the sandy banks of the Yamuna. She often went from one temple to another and attended worship or Vesper services. One day she saw a corpse decorated with flowers and garlands being carried to the cremation ground. Yogin Ma recalled, when she saw that funeral procession, Holy Mother remarked, "See how blessed this person is to die in holy Vrindavan? I came here to die, but haven't had even a trace of fever." And yet, it's a good one. And yet, how old I am. I have seen my father and my husband's elder brother, both of whom died long ago. We laughed and said, "Indeed, you have seen your father. Tell us, who does not see one's father?" In those days, she talked like a child.
Okay, go ahead.
One day, Holy Mother went to visit the Radharaman temple in Vrindavan, which is dedicated to Krishna. In a vision, she saw Nistarini Devi, a devotee of the master, fanning the deity with a chamara, a yak's tail. After returning to her residence, she said to Yogin Ma, "Yogin, Nava Gopal's wife is very pure. I saw her fanning the deity." Holy Mother later related the following incident concerning Golap Ma that occurred when they were in Vrindavan.
So you see, that also incident shows that even householder devotees were not ordinary people. They also came from various streams and very pious people. Say, Nag Mahashaya, a great soul. Even Girish Ghosh, a great soul. So each and every one in their own places were great. So that's why we need to read their lives and how they interacted with Sri Ramakrishna. And that way we can have a glimpse of Sri Ramakrishna. Yes.
Our Golap's mind is perfectly pure. In Madhavji's Krishna temple at Vrindavan, somebody's baby had soiled the floor. Everyone remarked about it, but no one made a move to clean up the spot. When Golap noticed this, she tore a strip from her fine cloth and cleaned the spot with it. The other women said, "Since she is cleaning it up, it must have been her baby." I said to myself, "Listen to what they say, O Madhavi." Some others said, "No, these are holy women. They are doing it for the sake of others." Holy Mother recalled, in Vrindavan, Yogin and I used to repeat the mantra for long hours with great joy. Flies would sit on our eyes and lips and make sores, but we were not aware of it. One day I prayed to Radharaman, Lord, please take away my fault-finding nature. May I never see other people's blemishes. On another occasion, the mother said, formerly, I too used to notice others' faults. Then I prayed to the Master, and through his grace got rid of this habit. It is human nature to see defects. You should learn to appreciate virtues. Man is no doubt liable to err, but you must not take notice. If you constantly find fault with others, you will see fault alone.
Yeah, this is human nature. But we find in Holy Mother, she never found faults with others. What happens? We always compare with ourselves, and we are always greater. And we undermine our faults, but we see faults in others. But there it is different. In the case of Holy Mother, even fallen people came to Holy Mother, and she helped as mother, and she helped everyone. Yes.
At Ramakrishna's command, Holy Mother began her spiritual ministry there in Vrindavan. One day, the master appeared and asked her to initiate Jogan. She was a little perplexed and embarrassed. She thought, what is this? What will people think? Everyone will comment that Mother has started to make disciples. She ignored the vision, considering it to be a product of her imagination. But the master appeared again over the next 2 days. On the third day, the master said, I have not initiated him. You must initiate him. He even told her the mantra to give. Holy Mother protested, I do not even speak to Jogan. How can I initiate him? The master asked her to speak to him through Yoginma. Yoginma learned from Jogan that the master had not given him a mantra. The master had also appeared to Jogan and asked him to receive a mantra from Holy Mother, but he could not bring himself to approach her. When Holy Mother realized that the master had instructed both of them in this manner, she decided to give initiation to Jogan.
Yeah, one is
Yoginma,
one is Joginma, and one is Jogin. The mother used to say Jogin Chele, like boy Jogin, and daughter Jogin. Son Jogin and daughter Jogin. So actually Yogananda is short. Yes.
Yoginma recalled the initiation. Holy Mother performed worship in front of the picture and the casket that contains the master's relics. Afterwards, she called Jogan and asked him to sit near her. While performing the worship, Holy Mother went into ecstasy, and in that state she gave initiation. She repeated the mantra so loudly that I heard her from the adjacent room. Thus, Jogan became Holy Mother's first disciple. This was the beginning of a new chapter in her life. Holy Mother loved the disciples of the Master as her own children. At Vrindavan, there were no fixed times for Latu's meals. He would come at odd hours to Holy Mother or her companions and ask for something to eat. Moreover, he would sometimes share his food with the monkeys, which annoyed the ladies. But Holy Mother knew his childlike nature and asked Lakshmi and Golapma not to scold him. She herself served him. She asked her companions to keep Latu's meals well covered in a certain place so that he might come at any time and take his meals when he liked. Once he vanished for 3 days and Holy Mother was terribly anxious. Then suddenly he reappeared. When Holy Mother asked him where he had been, he smiled and said, on the bank of the Yamuna. Then, like a child, he said to Holy Mother, I am extremely hungry. Please give me something to eat. She immediately brought some food. He ate it and again disappeared. Holy Mother remarked, Latu is strange indeed.
And monkeys in Vrindavan, lots of monkeys are there. So if you don't give, they will snatch from you. And that's why they take specs also. They all of a sudden appear from somewhere and take your specs. or food, if it is not covered, then gone. So we are very careful there. Even we have a beautiful ashram there. We have a hospital, about 200-bed hospital, maybe now more. So there we serve lots of devotees, those who come from villages and various places. So, and a monkey is infested there. Yes.
Latu recalled, while staying at Vrindavan, Holy Mother would worship the picture of the Master with flowers and other items. She carried with her a tiny round casket containing a bit of the Master's relics. After worshipping his photograph, she used to touch this casket to her forehead and then with great reverence put it back in its place. One day she touched it to our heads also. Holy Mother was very fond of hearing kirtan. Accompanied by Lakshmi and me, she would now and then go to Bhagavanji's ashrama to hear the devotional songs to Krishna.
Yeah. Holy relics. When Sri Ramakrishna was cremated, Swami Vivekananda took some pieces and ate that. And also he told others. Then he carried some in his pocket. But when he removed that shirt, the mother of Swami Vivekananda, that is Narendranath, cleaned that. So later he was angry. Why you have thrown that away like that? Because these are holy. What? Why? When an incarnation comes, because his whole thing is Bhagavati Tanu, Shuddha, Sattvic, purest of pure. This happens when your senses are refined, then this body is also gets refined. So in the case of incarnation, it is super fine. That is why Sri Ramakrishna even, that kind of fried bread, if he tried to eat, his tongue would be cut. So he was so delicate. So his whole body got transformed. And it was pure. That's why relics has its meaning. In Buddhist tradition also, they keep some relics. Though now, after 2,500 years, God knows where the real relics are there. But in some places it was found. Say, I saw in Delhi Museum, relics of Buddha. But we have some in our Belur Mutt. And also with some of our monks also we have some. Anyway, go ahead. Oh, time
Is
is
it
up.
time, Swami?
Yeah.
Oh, Swami, I have a question. Are there any relics at the Portland Center?
Yes. In our
Wow.
shrine, we have.
Like
In our shrine, we
from
have.
Ramakrishna?
Yes.
Wow. You should
When I
know,
came,
do what,
yes, go ahead.
you should at some point, make it so you can touch our foreheads with the relics. They did that at Hollywood many times.
Okay, we have a sandal here. And when you come here, you talk to me.
Okay. Is that Brahmananda's sandal?
Yes.
I would gladly.
And those are now locked. Where Sri Ramakrishna is sitting, there. Okay. And when I came here, so I got instruction from headquarters to make a list and to send them. Send that list. What are reserved here. So that I sent. Some are not clear, some are clear, some are labeled. So that is there. But when you come here, you talk to me.
You got it.
Okay. Akshay?
Yes. Like, how can we get benefit from the holy places, because some,
Yeah?
how can we get benefit from holy places, because some people go there and they just say that it was
Very good
dirty.
question. Very good question. So first, you should give enough time, maybe 3 days, 4 days, maybe a week. You know, when people go to Kumbh Mela, they stay for about a month. And you need to repeat the name of God. And every place like Vrindavan and say Varanasi, they have different timing. Say in Varanasi, it's morning, say 4:30, 4 o'clock. That time is very, very favorable. Vrindavan, it is midnight. So there you have to stay, and your thought should not be frivolous. Thought should be God-oriented, and pray earnestly. And not to, like too much of eating, too much of sightseeing, but be indrawn, then you can understand. Vrindavan is very, very holy, very holy. When you go there, you can have that realization. If you stay and if you are indrawn, it's a wonderful place. And especially when, say, Jhulan, when that Krishna Janmashtami, etc., is flooded. And you have to do some japam. Right? So then you can enjoy. So this is not like any physical thing. As you refine yourself, gradually you'll understand. So first, as of now, you are studying, so put your effort there. Right? This will happen. But keep this, keep your mind open. And with satsang, you will have that. Okay?
Thank you.
So we say our prayer. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
Pranam Maharaj.
Namaskar.
Pranam
Salam.
Swamiji.
Namaskar.
Good night, Swami.
Good night. Good night.
Pranams Maharaj.
Jai Ma Swami.
Jai Ma. Jai Ma.
Jai Ma.
So someone asked, what is the best way to meditate on the divine Leela of God or incarnation? What is the best way? Least disturbance, more concentration, and ahar bihar, that means right conduct, not to eat too much, not to sleep too much, but not to deprive, there should be a balance. And this direct perception is there all the time. Only thing we are not aware. We are aware of outside perception more than inside. So as we dive deep inside, it will be palpable. Then we'll have no doubts. Okay,
Thank you, Swamiji.
Jai Ma.
Jai Ma.
Thank you.
Ram.